Welcome to the Uncle Hack Podcast, where dudes pretty much just talk dude shit.
Welcome back to another episode of the Uncle Hack Podcast. Back in the booth once again. Another week has flown by of your pathetic life, of you staring out a windshield, going to a job you don't like. Maybe you're locked indoors like out in Ontario or various places throughout America. Maybe you're rioting. Maybe you're having a little fun. Maybe you're having a good time throwing bricks through Apple fucking store windows. I don't know what you're into. All I know is that I'm wasting away like the vast majority of the public. I look into the sky and I wonder, why am I here? As a man, I feel like the next step to like manhood is just like you're always questioning, what the fuck am I doing? Why is that not? We got penguins in the background. That's not cool. But I feel like, yeah, like as you get older, you're just questioning. That's all you're doing. You like life just becomes you questioning everything you do. Like, what the fuck? Why? Oh, God almighty. Why me? What did I do? Why am I here? Why do I gotta do this shit? You know what I mean? Like, it's just a bunch of shit that you don't want to do as a dude. You start to realize that. I think I got a pretty good show today. I think I got a pretty good show lined up. I'm gonna have fun with this one. One gentleman asked me a very great question that I'll get in the second half. He had a brilliant question he sent me on Instagram, and I feel like it needs to be covered. He asked me, when is the appropriate time to bring out the hard liquor with the wife or girlfriend's friends, significant others, husbands, all that. When's the appropriate time? And we got to indulge in that question because I feel like this gentleman's looking for an answer, and I got one for you. I fucking got one for you. When you come here and you ask, uncle a question, I try and take those years of wisdom and like, here's first off, you got to get the wild years out of your goddamn, out of your system. There's a few things I went through this week. I had conversations with people of my past of when I was completely out of control. And when I say that, I was high on cocaine and drinking liquor like it was going out of goddamn style. Depression settled in, and then the guilt because I did things that ruined the relationship between two people. I did things that sabotaged what the future could have been. But in all fairness, if I did not do those things and the relationship did not end, I would not be where I am today. So don't feel like if you're in a rut right now, we're going to get real for just a second. I don't like to get too serious on this show, only time to time. Time to time, we get a little serious. But if you're going through like a weird thing right now, change is good. Listen, change. There's going to be some shit. I went through like 8-9 months of just sheer depression. Go back through the old content and the old podcasts, and I sound fucking miserable. It is, it's laughable now, but there is no soul behind that man's eyes. There is nothing behind those eyes, and it's sad to look at, but it's hilarious to me now. I've got a twisted sense of humor, so I look at that and be like, you fucking deadbeat. You look at you loser. But that's just my sense of humor. I don't know how you get down on a day-to-day basis, but that's just how I treat things. And you know what? It was 8-9 months of sheer fucking rock bottom depression and guilt and the world on my shoulders. And that was 2 years ago, damn near to the day. And when all this began to happen, and those things started to happen in my life, you know what I mean? Things were falling out of my control, and it slipped and caused a lot of damage. I ruined a lot of good things just because of me being selfish and being a fucked up moron all the time. Hey, don't get me wrong. I love me a good heater. But that's young man shit. You know what I mean? When you come of age, when you there's a barrier when you got to hurdle over it. We all grow up at different times, and maybe I'm a little late to the party. Maybe I'm early. Maybe I'm just in my fucking prime. I don't know. It's different for everybody. Some people never grow up. I, for one, am never going to grow up. I'm just going to change certain things. And the drinking and hard drugs just had to go. Now I sip beers, and then if one slips away on a guy, that's all right, you know. Sip beers and smoke a little herb every now and then. That's all, you know. That's all. And when I don't abuse these substances to taint my reality or try and mask something, you know. What if I'm sitting and drinking beers with the boys? It's because I'm genuinely having a good time, and that's what men do. That's how we bond. That's how we get to know one another. We drink beer with one another. We clink mugs. You know, it's a tale as old as time. Gentlemen need that in their life. That's how we. I don't know. That's how you bring your tribe in, you know? There's different dudes who are into different shit. And I want to hang out with the guys that want to drink beers, tell funny stories. And then if it gets away, you can't get away all the time, you know? But if it gets away, then that's when the dumb shit starts happening and the silly ideas. And that's when the real laughter starts. And if you're nodding your head and being like, yeah, you're right. It doesn't have to always be a shit show. Every now and then, because that just has to happen organically. It's because every guy right now has a story that pops in his head when you drank way too fucking many beers in a shop at the golf course. You know, maybe you were going on a road trip and you got there, and the first night we're like, hey, let's take it easy. We're going to have a good, you know, let's get rested. We got a long weekend here. And the first night you just... The 6-shooter was out and you reloaded a few times. And the first night was the best night, you know, and it was just 8 guys in a house absolutely torched. And it was fucking awesome. You had a wonderful time, right? Those moments, you got to just let organically happen. You don't want to force them. When you get all too excited, if you notice that, whenever you get too excited, you're like, oh, fuck, Friday's rolling around. So-and-so's coming. Oh, blah, blah, blah. It's always the worst time. It's always the worst time. Oh, I'm having a fire. Oh, everybody's like, yeah, this is kind of gay. I'm going to go home at 11, you know? But then there's those times where you just kind of you randomly think we should have a fucking fire, maybe invite some people over, just see what happens. We'll have a few drinks and just shoot the shit. Those nights are always the best nights. They always end up being the funnest goddamn time. Is funnest a word? I don't know. Who gives a shit? It's describing exactly what happens in those moments in time. It's an impromptu decision to have some people over. Those people come over and it's like, yeah, just bring a bottle. I got a bottle of wine here. We'll just have a few cocktails. Haven't seen you in a while. We'll shoot the shit. Next thing you know, everybody's fucking hammered and you're trying to whittle a kicker that goes over the fire and you're going to jump a golf cart over it with... with 2 guys in the cocksucker. Weird shit starts happening. You're like, hey man, you start doing silly things. You see a cricket on the side of the fucking the fire pit and you're like, hey, I dare you to eat that. And you're like, oh, fucking. And the next thing you know, it's just escalating and it just turns into a shit show. I remember one time this guy was like, yeah, I rode my Harley out here. And it was a belt-driven Harley, not chain-driven, belt-driven Harley. And this guy's bragging, just got it. I bet you I can do a smoke show. Well, fuck, man, he was so goddamn hammered. We put plywood down on the ground and had dudes stand on it to make sure the plywood wouldn't just shoot out. And then we butted this thing next to a front-end loader. And it was a gong show. The guy was so hammered, he fell over, he broke the fucking mirror off the side of it. The starter was all bent to shit. He had a dent in his goddamn gas tank. This Harley, it had under 100K on it, I believe, or under 1,000 at least. And fuck me, I've never laughed so goddamn hard. This moron. It's shit like that. Shit like that starts happening. And God bless it. You know? Those are like, that's like where I'm at with my boozing now. It's just like, let it happen organically. Like, it doesn't need to be forced. Like, before I was like the guy that just had to like, oh man, every drop of alcohol that was in sight, I needed to consume. And it just like, it ruined a lot of things. And like, it's crazy to think that 2 years has gone by and things have changed drastically. And what I'm getting at by saying all that, back to the kumbaya bullshit, you know, just let me remove the chickpea anal beads up my ass and play a little thing on the acoustic guitar. Yeah, have you guys heard Wonderwall before? I'm being one of those fucking guys right now. Hold on. Let me just pull this bottle of kombucha. Kombucha. You picking up what I'm putting down? Kombucha. Let me just have a sip of my kombucha. But no, like, it's weird. 2 years later, I'm finally pursuing my dream. It took 15 years. 15 fucking years. Do you understand me? 15 years is a long fucking time to get the balls to do stand-up comedy. And it's the best decision I've ever made. So don't feel discouraged of where you're at. Things can change, and it's got to be you that does it. This is a little men's mental health, all right? You know, like, hey, it's okay. It's okay if you're feeling down, all right? But as long as you're making small baby steps forward, man, 2 years later, look at, I've got a podcast that is doing exceptionally well. I'm very grateful for. I started doing stand-up comedy in a pandemic because that is how smart this guy is right here. I started pursuing my dream in the worst possible time ever. They're shutting clubs. They're doing, but I still didn't give a fuck. I found something that I truly, truly enjoy, that I love putting my time into. I love meeting you guys out in public. I love performing in front of you. I love being in entertainment. And I almost pissed this all away. So what I'm like, after having that conversation with this person, it made me realize, like, I don't think I would have took the leap. I don't think I would have changed. So in that moment's time, and what I'm saying is, like, it's weird. It's weird as fuck. You know what I mean? It's like in the moment's time, you're like, fuck, man. Like, I can't believe, like, all this bad shit is happening to me. Oh my God, why me? Why me? But looking back, you're like, if that didn't happen, you wouldn't be here. So don't be discouraged. Be happy, all right? Look at every day as a blessing. And I don't know, oh, the chickpea fucking anal bead guy's back. Hey, why don't you fuck off and play fucking Coheed and Cambria around that electric fire over there, you goddamn queer. But I'm just saying, I don't know, some people are just in a rut. This whole pandemic thing's got you down and out, and I'm just saying, man, look at the positives. You know, 2 fucking years ago, my life was the worst. I thought it was the worst it could possibly ever be. And 2 years later, man, I have never been happier. I've never been in a better position. I've got some amazing opportunities in front of me. And if those things did not happen back then, I wouldn't be where I am today. So look at everything as a lesson and try to move forward on that. And when we're talking about lessons and, branding and doing all that, there is just some people, that just charge ahead with it, and they're doing an excellent job, like, for instance, right now, if Burger King sales aren't through the fucking roof, then I don't know what is. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, as soon as I say Burger King, my God, you're living under a rock, my friend. Have you guys seen this fucking guy? This fucking guy, some ass clown. Let's see, I'll try and get it. You know the beauty of this TV behind me? I'm going to explain this guy as I believe I can get it up there. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to... Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragdoll. Yeah. Time for a little ad read, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We got a little prize to give away. And until May 15th, every item purchased on the store, that's right, every item purchased will be entered to win the Piss Willy Wagon 3000. What is that, you ask? Well, it is a cooler that's motorized with a 49cc engine attached, and it's got handlebars, disc brakes, all that good shit. Chain driven as well. So everything purchased on the store until May 15th, when the draw is made, will be entered to win this bad boy. It's fucking badass. You can wheelie. It's got a wheelie bar on it, so you can just like catwalk the bitch up and down the street. It's fucking sweet. And yeah, everything purchased on the store will be entered to win that bad boy, and we'll be giving it away May 15th. So dangercatshop.com. You can use the promo code podcast69 for, I believe, 15% off your order. Yeah, so anyways, you want an extra episode, do you? You want to see some titties on Tuesday? You want this episode that you're listening to early and ad-free? Perfect. If you head on over to patreon.com/dangercat69, every Tuesday at 3 p.m. we drop the early episode. The one that you're listening to right now will be out. Also, Tuesday at 10 a.m. is Titty Tuesday. That's right. Our favorite OnlyFans girls promote some of their content on our Patreon, and you get a little tata. So you got to be 18 plus to sign up, but you will also get a extra episode of the Uncle Hack podcast where we dive in a little deeper. Like maybe we get a little extra on there. We get a little something, you know. You basically get this times 2 every week. You get more episodes. Who doesn't want that, right? Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that, right? Huh? Who wouldn't want that? Anyways, back to the episode. Where is it? Where is he? Oh, I don't think I can. Oh, this is depressing. Where are you? No, never mind. Never the fuck mind. The Burger King guy. So anyways, there's this maniac that's on a fucking plane, right? I don't know. I don't want to play the audio, but there's a maniac that's on a plane. He's in a Burger King hat, like the Burger King crown that you can get with like a kid's meal and shit. He's wearing one of those, and he's ripping N-words. Kick that off the plane. And then he gives this smirk to the side like he knows what he's up to. He knows what he's doing. He's going to let this thing fly one more time. And I remember I looked at the old lady and I was just like, if you were on that plane, what would you think? Like, what I was like, and the expression of her face was exactly what I thought and exactly what I was thinking in my head. Like the old, you know, like you're disappointed, like the trusted a fart look. You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh fuck, I'm stuck in traffic. I gotta shit my pants, but I gotta relieve some pressure here because my guts are rumbling. And you let one go, and it just a little bit of wet ass starts seeping into your underwear, and it's like that. You know, God damn it. That's what I thought. If I was I couldn't even imagine. God, I would probably, out of nervous energy, I would collapse and start laughing because just got nervous. Be like, oh shit, getting grouped in with this guy. Oh no, this isn't good. What a time to be throwing around N-words like that. Hey, we're all stuck in this plane together. This is beautiful. This is way to go. Don't worry about him. He forgot his meds. No, that's my uncle. He forgot his meds. What grown man wears a Burger King hat? He's a little off his rocker. We haven't been able to get to the pharmacy, you know? All family vacation. Like fucking Christ almighty, that was beautiful. Oh God. And they're like, oh, you think racism's hilarious? No, I just like, look at this. That guy's going to end racism. You know how many people are fucking laughing at that? I see black guys pissing themselves laughing at that. Anybody who can just sit back and like look at the lunacy behind that. If that guy was just sitting there in a business suit and all that, and he was, I am just playing with this fucking mic today. I hope to God the audio sounds good. There we go. Stop touching the fucking thing. But I'm saying, if that guy was like in a business suit with slicked hair, you'd be like, that guy's a dickhead. But the fact that it's a grown man, the way he says it and his voice is just squealing. It's just squealing. And he lets that one rip. And then one more for the kids at home. This fucking TV is just, it's not being my friend today. This fucking thing.
Oh, the Uncle Hack podcast? You like the Uncle Hack podcast? Yeah.
Fucking retarded. Oh, God. Let's fucking put the thing on the goddamn TV. There we go. But yeah, that was fucking... I've probably watched that more times than I should ever admit and chuckled. Like how he didn't get beat up. Like, what happened prior to that where somebody's like, I should pull up my phone and start recording because God knows what's going to happen here. What was happening before on that plane? Like before he decided, because I don't know the full story here. I tried finding it. And I don't really care because just like that soundbite is fucking hilarious. And just knowing that some shit had to go down for somebody in front of them to pull out their phone and start recording. That right there. And the fact, like, there's just too much going on there. Get that off the plane. Oh, you imagine just sitting there, you minding your own business, and oh boy, he let one sail. Oh, he put a hard R on it. Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. Just because I'm white, don't group me in with him. Please, dear God, don't let me get my ass kicked. I think he was getting deported from Jamaica or something, too. And the fucking... Dude, this guy's a menace to society. He's a fucking menace. This guy, not once, but he did it on another plane. Like, this is... Get this guy medicated. Somebody slipped some fucking sleeping pills in his Diet Cola, for fuck's sakes, and just, like, get him back to where he needs to go. He's going to have a hell of a time. And before you know it, they're just going to put him in a shipping crate, and you're going to hear it echo. You know, you're going to hear, like, him just yelling the N-word echo across the Pacific and getting back to South Africa. I believe that's where he's from. He's like, I'm South African, I believe is what he said. I can say it. Oh, okay. Power to you. Looks like it's going well. Man, oh man. Yeah. That's what I mean. You know, that's where I was. All right. 2 years ago, that's where I was. That's how fucking internally I felt. You know, I wanted to be yelling the N-word on a plane. I just wanted to self-destruct. Imagine, like, that guy's the most unhireable guy on the planet right now in the midst of, like, what's happening on this earth. Maybe like communist China is like, hey, we'll let you come be a spokesperson for the Burger Kings over here. They're like, yeah, no, we like what you're doing over there. You're getting a lot of attention. Let's get some sales booming. Ironically, too, he kind of looks like the Burger King mascot. So I'm thinking like this, is this like Burger King being like, is like a secret ploy? They're like, we need to get sales going. We're getting trumped by McDonald's. Dairy Queen's making a fucking stab at second place here. Wendy's, all these other burger joints. Let's get in the media. Hey Frank, what do you say? What would happen? Let's say what would happen if you forgot to take your medication in the morning? Oh God, last time was not good. No, I got kicked out of Disneyland for yelling Asian hate slurs. And the sad thing is, the guy wasn't even Asian. He was Mexican. And then they're like, really? So do you think, where'd you say you're going to vacation again? Jamaica. Oh, okay. Jamaica, hey? You're going to Jamaica for vacation. So does that happen all the time when you don't take your medication? Yeah, no, I get really racist. I get really, really racist when I don't take my medication. And for some reason, I always have a Burger King fucking crown on. I don't know what it is. It's like I'm like the king of the retards is what it is. I'm the king of the retards, and something comes over me, and I just like I get this sensation down in my plums right up to my fucking tongue, man. And I just gotta rip racial slurs no matter the setting. If I see it, I say it. You know what I mean? Like if Mexican guy walks by, I'm fucking hitting him with everything I got. I'm trying to fucking decimate him with racial slurs. And like if the slurs were ammunition, let's just say I'm America going to war, You know how many bullets that they were... You remember when they were just slinging bullets into the fucking jungle out in Vietnam just because they didn't know where they were? Yeah, that's me with ammunition on racial slurs when it comes to, forgetting the medication in the morning. So, I mean, is it good? No, not really. I've lost 7 jobs because of it. You know, I forget my pill in the morning and, next thing you know, I am getting a phone call within 24 hours being relieved of my position of a job that I just got hired from because, God forbid, I called the bail lady a albino bitch, cracker jack, honky tonk piece of shit, and and then I my manager just so happens to be Swahili, and I let him have it. I let him fucking have it, okay? You imagine that? And then Burger King's just like, hey, time to get a little media attention. It's showtime. Holy fuck. Beautiful. Well played, Burger King. Well played. Yeah. And sometimes you just feel like that guy, don't you? You just want to yell the N-word on a plane, but it's better off bottled up. And that's how we are men with our emotions, It's better off bottled up. Why let it out? It falls on deaf ears. I can figure this out myself. A good stubborn man tells his buddy, I don't fucking know. I'm not feeling so great today. Oh, really? Oh, God. Oh, no. Please don't lock me into an hour-long conversation of you talking about your feelings because I don't even know what to do with mine. And that's how dudes operate. That's how we operate. You just kind of sprinkle it. You know what I mean? Like you just give them the first ingredient, not even the first ingredient. It's like the second one, but we haven't quite mixed it all in yet. You're just like, you give them a little taste. It's like, it's like when you cook the ham before you serve it, you always grab a piece, little taster, and you put it out there. You don't want to put the whole ham on the table, You don't put the whole honey glazed ham on the table for everybody to indulge in. No. Real men don't do that. We bury that shit. We don't want to talk about it. Oh, there's a stigma about men's mental health. Yeah, we get that. That's why I'm here just spewing the shit so that way I can encourage you to just go and beat the fuck out of a pillow in the basement just put a pillow on the couch and punch the fuck out of it. And you feel better after. You crack a beer, you watch the game, and it's like, okay. Or you just have an episode. You just need an episode to put everybody back on edge. It's like remember when Christopher Walken, I can't remember the movie quote, but he's always everybody starts fucking with the lion. Everybody starts fucking with the lion. There's this guy. I can't talk like that. But then the lion snaps and he starts ripping shit up and it puts everybody. Whoa. What are you doing? You lost your mind there for a second. Yeah, I did. I'm letting you know, Daddy's still king. That's what I'm doing here. I'm putting everybody back in check. All right? Just to remember, Papa's home. Papa is home. He rules the roost, and then that puts everybody on their heels again. Be like, oh shit, yeah, he does rule the roost. A good blowout every now and then. You don't need to beat the fuck out of anybody, but just like snap and let your thoughts aired out and try not to do it drunk, so that way you know where you're going with it. You know what I mean? Do it completely sober because then it's like, oh shit, he did that sober? Jesus Christ, thank God he wasn't drunk. We'd have to renovate the fucking living room for Christ's sakes if he did that drunk. Christ almighty. He probably would have hit me over the skull with a piece of the goddamn fucking what do you call it? The fucking tile. You would have ripped up the tile for Christ's sakes and beat me over the skull with it. I'd probably be in ICU with a concussion because the hardwood got ripped up and he thought he was fucking Edge in a goddamn, or not even Mankind. He thought he was Mankind in a hardcore match. Busted my skull open. I'm over here. I didn't even know we were in a title fight. It came out of fucking nowhere. Next thing you know, whap, I'm fucking out like a light, waking up in the ICU. 17 stitches in my skull. And he's sitting there a little bashful. Be like, well, honey, I got to go away for a while. I'm doing 3 years in provincial fucking prison. Okay. Sorry. My bad. That one got a little out of hand. We'll see you in 3 years. Please don't leave me. I wish you the best. You know, and then that puts everybody back in check. That's how men deal with their emotions. Just a quick blowout every now and then. Just a quick blowout. It's it's a weird road that we go through. Men go through some weird emotions, and I feel like there's like this weird transition period that I'm slowly piecing together. It's like this anywhere from like 25 to 28. You start changing a bit. You're growing into being a man. Most of us do anyways. You change. It's just happening. You know what I mean? It's just things that were once important aren't important no more. You know, like you don't have a fucking sense for drama anymore. You don't care about it. You don't give a shit. You kind of material things, like they fall to the wayside. Like nobody's sitting here. Only losers brag about material things. Everybody loves hanging out with the guy that brags about a deal. Fuck, man, I got a good deal on this fucking power drill. I'm telling you, get down to Canadian Tire and pick one up before these fuckers sell out. That's the guy you like hanging out with. The guy that brags about finding a fucking smoking deal. Everybody loves hanging out with that guy because he's always giving you inside tips. I'm telling you, boss, I gotta head down to fucking Canadian Tire. They got Milwaukee drills. That's where my head's at. I'm just saying, fucking give me the beers. I haven't been wild in a minute. I'm spitting all over the place, by the way. Somebody stop me. Yeah, that's where my head's at. Give me an ice cold beer. But you always like hanging out with the dude that, I'm just going to move this so I can keep on track here where I'm at. There we go. Back in the game, baby. But yeah, you love hanging out with the guy that brags about deals. He's always, that guy is always a good guy to have on your squad. You know, he's an easy, relaxed human being. He doesn't brag about his shit. He's always like, listen, man, you always got to get a good deal. The good deal guy is a great guy to hang out with. He's not a dickhead. The good deal guy, the guy that'll talk about good deals and, oh, fuck, dude, I got a new truck there the other day. Fuck, I got 15 G's off the fucking sticker price. And you're like, damn, how'd you do that? And he gives you the inside scoop. He's not bragging about it. He's like, listen, I'm telling you how to save money. I'm not trying to flex my shit on you. I'm trying to help you get ahead too by getting nicer things and saving money. Okay, getting you things that you want at a discounted price. That guy's a good guy to have. The guy that's like, fucking $65,000 fucking truck right there, fucking $30,000 fucking rim, sled deck, fucking lift kit. Dude, that truck cost me $150,000. You're like, God almighty, shut this guy up. Nobody gives a shit. You want to know who gives a fuck? Look around. Nobody. You want to know, like, have you not noticed as soon as you open your lips, like most guys look at the floor and don't give you any sort of eye contact? Because the moment you give those idiots eye contact, they're like, oh, this guy's interested in what I have to say, so I'm going to lock him in for a fucking 45-minute long conversation about the shit that I have. No one fucking cares. Nobody gives a shit. We hope those guys fucking... You know what you'd love to see? Leaving the party. You hopped in the Uber, numbnuts, because he's fucking, hey, I'm the man. You hop in the Uber, you're floating down the fucking road, hammered out of your skull, and you see that truck wrapped around a telephone pole, and he's sitting there scratching his head. Not injured, but his truck is fucking totaled, and you're looking at him and being like, yes, I am so happy that happened to you. I am so happy. Everybody hates that fucking guy. He's a loser. Oh, fuck, bud. You see that fucking Rolex watch, Gucci shoes? We live in Cold Lake, Alberta, man. Nobody cares. Gucci shoes, man. Fuck, what are you going to do? Go to the local karaoke bar? You going to go to the fucking local karaoke bar and brag about your Rolex watch to the fucking 7 old guys that's sitting there week to week to week? Just waiting to die. What do you think they give a shit? They don't give a shit. Oh, the overweight women that just want you to buy them shots because child support hasn't fucking came in and their baby daddy's away on work. Oh yeah, they're impressed. They're impressed so much, you fucking tool. Nobody gives a fuck about what you have. Nobody gives a shit. Those losers. Oh, yeah, fuck. You know this hat cost me $700? You want to know what? No, what's funny? Is that hat that's covering that fucking tainted brain of yours that doesn't work, apparently. Oh, I make fucking $120 fucking dollars an hour, bud. Fuck. No one fucking cares. No one gives a shit, you tool. Who you bragging to? Like, have you not known? Like, those guys can never read a room. Oh, yeah, fuck. I fucking tell you, man. I fucking work for a living. No, you jackass. All your shit's financed. You gotta work. You ain't working for a living. You're working because you have to brag about all the shit that you have, you fucking tool. I hate those guys so much. Oh, fuck yeah, man. I got a fucking boat. I got a fucking trailer. I got a fucking motorhome. I got 2 quads. I got a Sea-Doo. And I got that. And like, oh yeah, how many times has Sea-Doo hit the water? Hasn't hit the water since 2018, man. Fuck. Oh, cool. Fucking cool guy alert over here. We got a cool guy alert, hey? Any other shit that you have that you don't use? Fuck, man, garage full of it. How many days a year do you work? 360. So what do you do in the 5 days? I fucking get ready to go back to work. Oh, really? Yeah, but I got a fucking, you see this watch right here? It's my fucking second day off, man, in 9 years. Because I got a fucking house I got to pay for. I got a fucking boat. Oh, it looks like life is real fucking awesome. Hey, like, do you sit out there on site and brag to everybody about your shit that you got? Fucking rights, man. I fucking let those guys know how much shit I fucking got. And I let them know, like, exactly what the payments are, how much financing was. You know, like, I got fucking 25% interest on that fucking Harley Davidson that's got 79 kilometers on it because I rode it from the fucking Harley shop to my house, bud. And then I fucking sat there and then I showed the boys, you know, we took her out to the highway, opened her up a few times, and then came around back and we got hammered. Holy fuck. Can you quit talking? Know what you should do is ride that Harley. You know how traffic is usually on the right side of a highway? Yeah? Oh, fuck yeah, bud, right side. Fuck yeah, I know that, because I fucking drive the highway to work. You're like, okay, I get that. Fucking, here we go, 5 more minutes of talking about work. So anyways, you know how I'm talking about, like, your Harley on the right side of the road? Next time, I heard you can drive faster on the left side. On the left side of the highway. Just drive as fast as you fucking can. And, we used to play this game, and it was called Frogger. You remember Frogger? And see how many cars you can dodge. And you just pray to God that the guy's dumb enough to do it, and then you never got to listen to another story. Because he always pops up. He's always the guy that you never want to talk to. Drives me fucking nuts. Should we get into this question? I think so. I just went on a rant about fucking guys that brag about money. Let's put some more positivity in the air. Actually, this isn't positive at all. All right. My homeboy here, Ramee Stitch, I believe is his name. He's from Montana. All right. Ramsey. Hell of a name. That's a fucking cool name. Ramee Stitch. Badass name. He goes, oh, great. The fucking TV ain't working again. Oh, great tech around here. Ramsey asks, got a fucking question for you, Hack. I was just listening to the podcast about when a man gives another man a beer and the respect that it represents. I was wondering, as a dude, when you're in that situation at your old lady's friend's house or whatever, and you have a beer with another dude, at what point do you see what the guy's made of and switch to whiskey? Do you got to wait for the 3rd or 4th barbecue? Or if the other dude seems like just like you, and you're both stuck in the garage while the old ladies are inside talking about the Kardashians, can you just fire up the whiskey for the first time over? Most of us right now are saying fucking rights you do, and I'm kind of leaning towards that as well. Ramsey, I feel like you gotta weigh the situation, and like, cause you don't want to be whiskey drunk with a guy. Cause let's think about this. You got to think about it deeper. Because I know, like, a lot of you retards are on here. You'll be like, "Fuck yeah!" You get out the fucking whiskey and you see if he's a fucking man. Yeah, but we all know how we act when we're whiskey hammered. You know what I mean? Like, you're a different guy when you're whiskey drunk than you are when you're beer drunk. Like, whiskey drunk is like, you're grabbing sixth gear and you want to see that fucking bitch in the ketchup. You know what I mean? Like, it's a fucking gear that men grab. So you got to kind of suss out the situation here. Like, is this guy, like, can you see yourself having fun? Can you see yourself doing some, like, dumb shit with him? Because that's when the whiskey gets brought out. I'm all for it, because here, there's also this, okay? You get whiskey hammered, right? Say you don't have a good time. And you just get whiskey drunk, and they get a taste of, like, who you really are once you get the hard liquor in you, like, once you get the hard booze in you, you're a demon, you're an animal, Wiley, so it's a slippery slope, and you gotta, sometimes you're a gambling man, Ramsey. You're a gambling man, Ramsey. Sometimes you bet on black. Sometimes you play the inside. Sometimes you play just one fucking number and that bitch hits. You know what I mean? I can't stand seeing that shit fucking buzzing around. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to get back into this. But you fucking see that shit and you see your opening, You see your fucking opening. What in the fuck? Google is retarded. There we go. You see your opening. And you got to go for it, I think, most times. Most men also see what kind of guy this, if he's pulling out and be like, I don't know, man, and he's a dweeb, you don't want to sit there, because it's awkward. When you're fucking hammered like that, it's awkward to sit there for a long time. If you're feeling it out, like, you know what I mean? Like, you almost, as gay as it is, you got to, like... Most guys, like, most of us are like, oh, fuck, yeah, man, I don't give a fuck, man. I'll go in there and get fucking hammered. Yeah, but you're the guy that nobody wants around. You're the guy that you're like, oh, God, he's fucking here. Oh, Crystal's fucking boyfriend's here. That guy's a fucking knoblick. He's just going to get hammered and fucking think he's funny for about 4 hours. This is going to suck cocks. Nobody likes that guy, Nobody likes that guy. He's a fucking annoying. Always loud, obnoxious, trying to overtake the room with stories that suck. He's always talking about... He's basically the fucking guy bragging about money. He's another one of those. He's grouped in with them, the guys you don't want to hang out with. Always bragging about... He's got to get... The too drunk guy is equally as annoying as the brag about money guy. You don't want to fucking hang out with a guy that's just like sitting there too fucking hammered. And if it naturally happens, if it's his house and he takes the leap and he says, you want a whiskey? Boom. Yeah, let's get after it. What do you say? You want to get after it? If it's your house, I believe like that's got to be like the rules there. If it's your house, you're sitting in the garage, you fucking Kardashians are fucking gay, right? And he's like, I don't mind watching it. Okay, well, we're not breaking out the whiskey. There's like questions you can ask. There's little questions that you could ask and get a feel for it. Like, oh yeah, so I don't know. Ask him fucking stories about youth. You almost here's a tactic that I like using. I like telling stories about myself where I'm in a vulnerable position where it makes me look like a fucking idiot. Stories of myself where I was just doing dumb shit and it's funny. Like, oh yeah, we were drunk and I fucking let my buddy hit a golf ball out of my ass one time and it went like 200 fucking yards down the middle and like it was a perfect shot. He ended up actually birdieing the hole with that drive. It's a par 4 and he ends up birdieing it. And I tell that story, or I'll tell some crazy stories, like swinger stories to these guys and suss them out, see what they feel. If they're looking at me like suspect and I'm like, oh fuck, this guy is he's not feeling me, then obviously I'm not going to get whiskey drunk with him because it's going to be a horrible time. I might have a great time, but I'm going to ruin everybody else's. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be that guy. As you get older, you'll understand. You'll be able to like pick and choose your battles. You know what I mean? Everything's not a world war. Some battles, okay, we'll lose a little ground over here, but we're going to gain a lot over here. That's okay. That's okay. Not everything needs to be a shit fest. It's just a fucking shit fest. Like we were talking about earlier. You know what I mean? If it happens naturally, let it ride, baby. Let it ride, baby. It doesn't need to be a shit show from the get-go all the fucking time. So it's like, you got to ride it out. You got to ask a few questions. You got to look at this guy and just like, I always like to start with an embarrassing story because that breaks my walls down. You know, conversation. There's more to this other than, oh, you just put a fucking bottle of whiskey down and fucking, if he doesn't want to fucking, no, because then you're that obnoxious retard that nobody likes to fucking hang out with. What do you mean? Take a shot, bud. Take a fucking shot, bud. What do you mean, you're fucking pussy? No, I just don't want to get hammered with you. You look like you're already annoying the fuck out of me. I can only imagine when we're halfway done this bottle how much more annoying you're going to be. Oh, fuck. I need to fucking drink the whole fucking time. You know that guy? Oh, fuck. What do you mean, fuck? I can fucking drink this whole fucking bottle by myself. I can drink this fucking whole bottle by myself, bud. You're like, good. Go do it somewhere else. Fuck off. Nobody likes hanging out with that guy. He's an asshole. He's a fucking retard. Fucking, what do you mean, bud? You don't want to do a shot of whiskey? No, not with your fucking Neanderthal lips all over that goddamn bottle. Look at you. You got chew stuck in your teeth. The fuck do I want to put my lips on that shit? I'd rather suck Corona out of fucking Rosie O'Donnell's asshole than ever put my lips to a bottle that your fucking mouth-breathing ass, like your teeth are falling out, pal. Your breath smells like horse shit and toenails. Fuck off. And you're fucking guzzling straight out the neck like that. Fuck you, you low life. You know? I don't know you shit from Cheyenne. It all depends. You gotta fucking if this guy feels your speed, you bring out the hard. Suss it out. I don't know. I feel like there's more to it. And there's probably some guys out there disagreeing. And I know you guys are the annoying ones. You're like, you're the ones that think I'm a pussy for fucking walking the line on this. No, because there's more, like I said, there's more to it. You don't just take a shot, man. Yeah, then next thing you know, like if it's your house, hey man, you want a shot of whiskey? You be polite. You got to be a gentleman. If it's your house, hey, you drink whiskey? I got some good shit. I got some good, you know what? I'm just meeting you. We'll sip whiskey. How does that sound? We don't need to be shooting it like we're fucking 18-year-olds at our first Wild West showdown, First time we're at the fucking saloon. We don't need to be shooting fucking shot. I got a nice smooth bourbon I've been waiting to fucking crack. And wanting to fucking clink glasses with a gentleman, get to know him. Here we go. Then we fucking, you pour him a nice bourbon. Here, try that out. Little ice, throw a little ice on her. Bow. You're men now. Majority of the guys that listen to this shit are men now. We're men that act like boys, okay? We're dudes. So we understand. What the fuck, man? This place is falling apart in here. Everything's falling apart. We're men that act like boys. Like I said, we're dudes. But dudes do shit a little different. Like for instance, you don't need to be shooting out of the fucking bottle like it's a goddamn frat party. And nobody, don't be the asshole that puts down a bottle of Alberta fucking premium or, some cheap shit. Don't fucking be the guy, especially if he's at your house. If he's at your house, hey, we say we switch to the hard. You want a whiskey? You offer the man a whiskey. Okay, I'll fucking here. I'll whip you up an old fashioned. I fucking love crushing old fashions. They're nice, smooth. Very smooth. I like them. Same with a whiskey sour when they're done right. I'm not talking like you go to some low end pub. Like if you're out with the wife and you're having a steak dinner. You know what I mean? Like you're going out and you're hitting the keg or something like that, and you're like, fuck, I could use a good drink. I don't want draft beer. Like I want something with like a whiskey sour. Just does it for me. I don't know why. With the egg white, they use egg white or egg yolk. I can't remember. Egg white with the actual egg white in it. It's top dollar. But that's what you. That's what I feel like in that situation. Like then you just you got to naturally let it happen. You got to let nature run its course. You got to let, if this guy is like, you know, he's like, oh, these are going down smooth. I like this whiskey. What is it? And you fucking, oh yeah, it's a fucking, you know, it's Peddlington, or that's a good, I can't remember, but it's a smooth whiskey. I seen it at the liquor store. It was on sale, you know, first off. I seen it was on sale. You know, got a bottle of the expensive shit at a discounted price, buddy. You like, and if he's like, oh, really nice, 60 bottle or fucking $100 bottle, and you got it for 40 fucking rights, man. That's a fucking steal. Then, oh, okay. He appreciates a deal. See where I'm going with this? This guy appreciates a deal. Oh, okay, yeah. What do you do for work? You've already probably established that. And like, yeah, you know, you got to get the work bullshit. Well, what do you do in your spare time? You like cars? I'm all right with it. You like sports? Okay. Yeah, I like hockey. I don't mind hockey. I'll watch it. Yeah, same here. Fuck it. Yeah, did you see? Then usually, you know what you should do? Here you go. Go on our Instagram. Go on Danger Cat's Instagram. Find a fucking video that you laugh at, that you piss yourself laughing at. Like my favorite right now is the Down syndrome guy that hammers the two bottles together to walking out to the Stone Cold Steve Austin music, and he smashes the bottles in the pool, and he does like, they're all like pissed at him, but he just does this like, woo! And just doesn't comprehend like the situation at hand, that he actually fucked up the party by smashing glass in the pool. I fucking die laughing at that. Something like that. Something to break the ice, to find out where the sense of humor is without you having to do it. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh God, have you seen this? And then like if he laughs and he's like, you can kind of gauge where he's at, okay? You can gauge where he's at. And then like as time goes on, you're building blocks, all right? And that's how you bond over a whiskey. You know, you don't just fucking start shooting out of the bottle like, yeah. At a house party when you're 22, yeah, a bottle of fucking cheap whiskey that everybody's shooting out of, that's how you make friends. When you get over the age of 26, it's fucking different. You know what I mean? Like you gotta, like even you country fucking kids understand that. You don't just walk into somebody's house, right, and start acting like it's theirs. Or would you want somebody to act like that in your house? Of course you fucking don't. You show some like, oh man, I had that word on the tip of my tongue. But you show some respect to one another. And then that's how you fucking build this. And then who knows, maybe you build a friendship. At least you know in the future, if you, because your old lady and this chick are probably more than likely best friends or really good friends. They hang out lots. At least you know if you get invited to some bullshit wedding, some stupid fucking event that you don't want to go to, that you got this guy to rely on and he's got you to rely on. You're building an alliance. You know, you don't have to be best friends. You're building an alliance for the future, okay? They're like, oh, fucking perfect. Jordan's going to be there. Thank fucking God. I'll know somebody at least. He's not my bud. We're an acquaintance, you know? We built an alliance. Be like, listen, you want to be here? No, I don't want to fucking be here. Let's fucking just link up. We'd established some building blocks. So I'm leaning really towards like, you know, fucking get again, it's all situational, like feeling it out. But at least you know, if you don't fuck up the first time around, at least you know, if you don't fuck up the first go around of meeting this guy in the future, at least you got somebody to shoot the shit with at these stupid fucking baby showers that you're going to get conned into, or these fucking bullshit weddings that you don't want to go to, of like her fucking, you know, the friend that her high school best friend. And these guys, these two bitches used to all hang out with a crew of women, and these two just so happened to get invited to it. At least you know there's going to be one dude there that you can sit, drink beer with, shoot the shit with, and like he's a fallback guy for like you both understand that. You know what I mean? Because I've been to some weddings where I don't know a fucking soul. And it sucks. And that's before this danger cat shit. When when I first, my last girlfriend, when I first dated her, I got taken to this wedding where we were camping and I didn't fucking know anybody. I didn't have a clue. And they were all long time friends. They were all boys for a long time. You try infiltrating that group, they don't fucking want you there. They don't want your dumbass there. Plus, if you fuck up, they're outnumbered. You get your ass kicked, so it's boring. You got to be boring guy for the weekend. And if you come out of the gate too hot, you might tarnish something in the future. You know, you fucking. It's a hard out there for oh, Jesus Christ, that is awful. Sorry for the listeners in the truck, dude. Fucking ding. Let me fix this. It's annoying the fuck out of me. Ugh. But yeah, that's where I'm at with this. Don't bring out the heavy. Don't bring out the heavy artillery right away. Fucking, let it just kind of naturally happen. If you both end up hammered, that's okay. You're sipping whiskeys. You're getting to fucking know one another. Because, dude, as dumb as it sounds, every fucking married guy the young guys right now are being like, you're fucking gay, man. Why? No, it's true. Because if you fuck up that alliance right there in the future, then you're going to be fucking moron guy that sits at the table by yourself. Because nobody, like I said, nobody likes the attention spotlight guy all the time. The guy that's bragging about, oh, look at my stuff. Look at this. What's that? You don't want to do shooters? It's always an awkward time, too, at those types of weddings, isn't it? Because, everybody's hey, making those stupid fucking, drinking jokes. You know what I mean? They're well, yeah. Don't have too many beers before fucking Greg might get on the dance floor. Those stupid low-hanging fruit jokes, and you're like, fucking shut up. Fuck me. God almighty. I wish to God that somebody would just, if there's a terrorist attack, I hope it happens here. You get evil thoughts in your brain as soon as you listen to, these stupid people make fucking low-hanging fruit jokes. Yeah, don't drink too much of the wine. The grandfather made it, and it's heavy stuff. And you're like, oh, God almighty. And yeah, funny. Stupid fucking jokes all the time. Yeah, and everybody jokes about the event and weird shit happened. I remember the one that I was describing, there was some weird shit where the stepsister did some contemporary dance for everybody, and I'm looking around what in the fuck? And it was kind of a redneck wedding. It was out in the middle of nowhere, and everybody camped, so it was really strange, So then this stepdaughter type fucking, I don't know what it was. Her stepsister did this contemporary dance and did weird movements. It was awkward as fuck, and I just remember looking why the fuck am I here? God, this sucks. You think to yourself, what in the fuck did I do to deserve this? I thought God loved me. Why am I sitting here not enjoying my time, And it's a tough go, but if you had, like I said, if you establish an alliance early, then you can just okay, we'll get through the dinner part and all that just because we're not sitting together. And as soon as this shit's over with, you two just kind of meet and be like, this is fucking awful, isn't it? And he's like, yeah, I'm glad that you're thinking the same thing. Thank God, yeah. You want to just mail this one home or what? Do you want to, you want to just get fucking blitzed like that? Like an event like that is a good, that's a good event to get fucking waxed with. But the first time you gotta feel it out. You know what I mean? You need that guy. That guy, he's never good. Like I said, he may or may not end up your buddy, right? Less than likely. If you got a friend group, you might drag him out. If he's new to town, it's situational, right? For me, I moved to Edmonton. I had no friends in Edmonton, right? So when I met the ex's friends, it was I don't know. I was the oddball out. I couldn't be fucking 100% hack. That shit gets your ass kicked quick. You know what I mean? That doesn't make you friends. That doesn't make you fucking any friends at all. And you're like, they already have their friend group. What the fuck you want me in there for? You know, like, I don't want to hang out with you guys. You're on her side of the fence, not my side of the fence. I'm trying to grow my grass and get my fucking plants going over here. I don't need like your shit. I don't want to hang out with you guys. Like, I don't want to go to brunches. I don't want to go to, your baby shower. I don't want to go to those fucking weddings over there. I'm obligated to because I'm in a relationship, right? I'm in that shit show. So I'm obligated to go. So you got to build some alliances over there. So that way, if there's a dude over there that's like rad enough to fucking hang out with. So I feel like sipping whiskey first go around is a great way to fucking start establishing a relationship with that guy. Because like I said, as you get older, things are different. You know what I mean? Like me in my 30s, I'm not going to power drink like I did in my 20s because I'm getting old, dude. Shit hurts. You gotta pick those wars. Like battles are okay. 12 beer battles, that are okay. A fucking bottle of whiskey when you're 30 after 8-9 beers, dude, you're fucking dying the next day. I don't care what anybody go, what are you, a pussy? Fuck you. Fuck you. When you go hard the next day after it's downhill after 26. Your body starts deteriorating. Everything's down fucking hill. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just wake up like a spring chicken. Friday, Thursday, fucking thirsty Thursday. Wild Wednesday, thirsty Thursday. Fuck yeah, Friday. Send it Saturday. And then we're going to have a fun day Sunday. Like you're not built like that no more. You're like, all right, we're going to go fucking half throttle Friday to get ourselves into Saturday. And then we're going to fucking tiptoe into the evening. It's different now. So yeah, like cracking that bottle of whiskey, it's a big commitment. I think I'm over explaining or I'm over analyzing this, but I feel like I'm correct on it because like you do. If you're over at his house and he offers the whiskey, I don't think like you should be the guy to initiate that. I think like if it depends on where you're at. If you're at your house, you offer him a fucking drink. That establishes like, okay, where are we at with this? Don't treat him like a dickhead. You barely got to know him, Hey, have a beer. So I'd say like at the 5 beer mark, if he's hit 5 beers, yeah, get him on the hard. Hey, you want a whiskey? You're right. Fucking come here, buddy. I got a good shit. I got that shit on sale, right? Get your fucking ass over here. Have a fucking whiskey. 2 shots in her. Just let the ice melt a little. Chill that whiskey down. Sip it. Like, we don't need no pop in it. It's a nice, smooth bourbon, like I said. And we'll just sip that. Let the ice melt. It'll fucking water it down a little. And you're good. And then you fucking start, nitpicking. Show him the funny video. See where his sense of humor's at. Okay, you like that shit. And then that usually sparks to be like, oh, fuck, dude, I got one for you. And then there's a little sparring. All right, here we go. We get it going now. He's showing me funny videos. I'm showing him funny videos. So you're bonding now. You're piecing it together. And you both understand. You're like, yeah, this guy isn't really my speed. But in the future, you two are going to need one another. All right? You're going to have to go to some bullshit event. And I don't care. You will end up at a bullshit event that you have no friends at. He's going to be there because of those 2 bitches being friends with who's ever hosting the fucking event. It's usually some dumb fundraiser. Oh, save baby seals in Antarctica. Even though you live in like the fucking, I don't know, the Midwest, it's some stupid fucking fundraiser because one of their dumb friends is passionate about a fucking animal that doesn't even live remotely close to them. And you end up at this event and you're just thinking like, why the fuck am I here? I got drug out of the house for this. I had to put pants on for this shit. I don't fucking want to be here. I was enjoying the fucking hockey game, having a Bud Heavy. Eating like I had half a fucking ring of sausage that I was gonna put on the smoker, and nope, Nope. Let's go fucking save seals, because I give a shit about seals. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I think of is seals. And we're going to go down to this fucking place, this shithole bar that I don't want to fucking be at, and look at prizes that are in a draw that I don't even want to buy tickets for. They're like, oh, five raffle tickets for $25, and your wife is always like, oh, we'll get $50 worth, and it's the most dog shit gifts. You know what I mean? It's like promotional clothing from some tinting company. Hey, here's $100 to get your windows tinted. Mine are already tinted. I don't need that shit. Oh, there's a wine basket. Oh, look at that, honey. They got a wine basket. Oh my! And then like a Bluetooth speaker that they got from Best Buy that they bought on sale. Even though we have 9 of them, we got 9 of them. Oh, look at that. We're going to spend $50 on a bunch of shit that we're not going to win, and also a bunch of shit we don't need at some fucking event I don't want to be at. And then at that moment in time, doors open. Who is it? It's her best friend. Who's behind her? Buddy Guy. Buddy Guy is there. He saves the fucking day, and you just get a sigh of relief, and you're like, oh, thank fucking God. Thank fucking God he's here. Thank God she drug his. What were you doing before? And he's like, I was watching the fucking game. And then I was like, yeah, so was I. I was just about to put a fucking half a ring of sausage on the goddamn smoker, and then this bitch, oh yeah, I forgot it's Clarissa's Save the Seals event for the seals in Antarctica, because the Inuit people clubbed them over the head for their fucking for their skin and their meat for food, and it's a very vicious way to kill an animal. And you're like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. You know what? Know what I'm going to do just because of this event? I'm going to find an Inuit guy, and I'm going to send him a fucking machete. Here, use this. Don't use a club. Now you can take out 9 of them. Double down for me. Kill 3. Kill 3 of those fucking seals so I can feel better about wasting my fucking time at my old lady's retarded fucking friend that thinks she can make a difference here in the mid-goddamn West. Nowhere even close to Antarctica. Nowhere even remotely close to Antarctica. And she thinks she's doing a difference down here. So I sent weapons of mass destruction to the Arctic to ensure more seals die. That's what I'm doing. And he's thinking, like, yeah, he's like, I should do the same. We should team up. Once you buy a few weapons, I'll buy a few weapons and we'll airdrop them over. I was like, well, fuck it. Fly them in. Maybe we'll fly them in ourselves. And then that gets the ball rolling. And it was like, all right, well, what do you say? Oh, the game's playing over there in the corner. What do you say we go grab that booth and sit there and get absolutely shit-faced? And he's like, yeah, I'm with you. I don't want to fucking beat. Look at all these goddamn hippies, and they're like, and so you know what I mean? Like, you're in an event that, you know, I'm playing a hypothetical. You use whatever event you can possibly think of, because I know most men have been in this situation. They've been in this situation. Got to go to the fucking loser friend's stupid fucking fundraiser. It's a fucking gender reveal party. You get drugged to a gender reveal party, and there'll be another guy in there that you met previously and you shared a few beers with. And you're like, hey, you want to go sit away from everybody and talk about fun shit? I could care less when she thinks that this fucking little shit rat's gonna crawl out of her pussy. I don't give a fuck. And I don't give a fuck about these idiots popping balloons that have, you know, glitter inside of it. I could give a shit. Fuck these people. You know? That's what I think. That's what I think. You gotta establish that, you know, go in lightly. Tread lightly. Figure it out. And I think you use small little tactics like, you know, showing a video. Hey, hey, you ever listen to the Uncle Hack podcast? There you go. And if he goes, yeah, then you're like, boom, bottle of whiskey on the table, and we're just going to pour like shots in a glass with ice cubes, and we'll sip it. And if we ended up fucking hammered, we end up hammered. There you go. There's another fucking thing that you can use. Hey, you listen to the Uncle Hack podcast? Yeah, I do. Perfect. Then you must know that we should sip some whiskey to get to know one another, and we won't get too hammered because we need to build an alliance here. All right, for future for future run-ins on events that we don't want to be at. And that my friends right there, I think is the path of least resistance. At least you got a fallback guy, you know? You got an emergency left winger ready, you know, he's a hired gun. He's a hired gun at any moment, and you're his hired gun. And you two are going to keep each other sane. So build that alliance. Make sure he's the right guy for the job, though. And you do that by having a feeling out process. I'm not saying like you grab his horn or anything like that, give his buns a squeeze, maybe spread his ass and give his chili ring a lick. I'm not saying you do that. If you're into that, go right the fuck ahead. But what I am saying is like sitting there, getting to know the guy, so that way when the future rolls around and you're stuck at the fucking Antarctica Save the Seals fucking event, you have a guy on deck that is the same speed, not maybe not same speed, but similar. You know what I mean? Like you're jogging at the same pace on different days. And I think that's how you got to go about that. And I thank you for writing that in. What was his, I forget his name. Ramsey. So we thank you for writing that in, Ramsey. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. If you got a question for me, DM me on Instagram. Right now, I'm dealing with Instagram, trying to get my old account back. The Uncle Hack 61 and 69 one is down at the moment. Like it's still active, but I just can't access it. I can't go in behind and check messages and shit. So if you want to get a hold of me, you can DM me at Uncle Hack. It's almost cooler that I got Uncle Hack on Instagram as well. That's fucking awesome. It wasn't taken. So it's sweet. DM me at Uncle Hack if you have questions for me. Also, shout out to the guy when I was walking on White Ave on the weekend, Saturday. I can't remember what day, but thanks for pulling over and getting out of the vehicle to come chat with me. That was rather humbling. It's super cool to know that dudes are listening to this shit and having a fucking giggle about the shit that other guys are going through. You know what I mean? I know that these situations are exaggerated and they're like completely insane, but I think that's what makes it funny, is because it's so exaggerated, and it is what guys are my age are going through. You know what I mean? When you're younger, you know, we've been there. As you get older, you can look back and see your mistakes. And that guy pulled over and he just he shook my hand. He said, dude, I fucking love your podcast. And that was the coolest feeling. It was rather humbling. And I truly appreciate all the listeners out there sharing this podcast. Like we had a record month last month, 37.8 thousand downloads in 1 month. What? I can't believe that many people downloaded this podcast that many times. It's fucking crazy, and I appreciate the fuck out of it. This is so much fun to sit here and dissect dude situations on what you should do. Like that right there. Ramsey sending that in. When do you slide a bottle of whiskey on the table? And we figured it out. You need that guy as a you know, you got to build an alliance. You know, you need him in the future. He needs you in the future. You got to rely on one another. You don't need to be with him every other fucking day. He's not your best bud. He may end up being your best bud at some point in time, but in the beginning, you guys have an understanding. He's got his friends. You got your friends. You don't need to start wish-washing some shit, you know? That's just how we are. This fucking thing is pissing me off today. Stupid fucking, but that's where we are. But yeah, if you got cool questions like that and you want me to dissect and dive in, DM me at Uncle Hack on Instagram, and hopefully we get the other account back and we get rocking. And we thank you for tuning in to the Uncle Hack podcast.